Hi, this is Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and my project today is this flip top box that I made with Playing with Patterns Designer Series paper, the Celebration of Tags stamp set, and the Trio of Tags die. But I did it with Coastal Cabana cardstock, but this time I'm going to use Purple Posy, which is in this too. So we need a 9.5 by 8.5 piece of Purple Posy. And I'll get my Simply Score. Alright, and we're going to start on the 9.5 side. And we're going to score it at 1/2, 3.5, 5, and 8. And we're going to turn it to the 8.5 inch side. And we're going to score at 1.5, 5.5, and 7. And that's it for scoring. Fold and burnish. Now I modeled this out of something from my childhood. I'm not 100% sure. I'm kind of sure, but I don't know if I can say it because most of the adults in the 70s smoked. So it does remind me of the play cigarettes we used to get, but right now it reminds me of this extra pack of gum that has the flip up top. So this is what I was thinking of. Okay, I don't know. They definitely, that I know of, don't have those for children anymore. Thank goodness a lot less people smoke. Oh my goodness, it used to be terrible when I was a kid. I have never smoked, thank goodness. But I have asthma, so thank goodness as a teenager that kept me away from any of that kind of stuff. Thank goodness. Okay. Now we're all folded and burnished with our skinniest side over here for now. This is what we want it to be. Okay. So we're going to get rid of all of this and this little one here, and the rest we're just going to cut into. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this tiniest little rectangle on the lower right side. I'm going to cut close, just over the score line, so that we cut the score line out and then wedge a little bit above it. And the rest of the bottom is pretty simple. Just keep the rectangle straight and take a little wedge out of the squares. That just helps the box close nicely. I go just to the inside of the score line so that there's not a big bump on my, and we cut it out when we wedge so there's no big bump anywhere. Okay, now we're going to flip it around. All right. And our top, oops, is over here. Okay, so we're going to get rid of all of this. Okay, so we're going to take out all of this. Okay. Now this can get a little bit tricky, but if you just follow along and hit the pause button. All right, right here, we're going to cut these loose from the side. All right. So we have straighten this. 2 loose squares, okay? And you're going to just wedge in a little on the one that's closest to the body of the box. Okay, see? This one we're leaving alone, and this one we wedged in. And we're going to do the same on this side. We're going to take out, not take out, sorry. We're going to cut them both free, and then we're going to just wedge out some of the middle, the one that's in the middle here. Okay, so there we have it. That's our box. All right, so now the best thing for us to do is to put our DSP on now, so we don't have to struggle with it. And we need 2 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. That they'll go there. And we need 2 pieces that are 1 1/4 by 3 1/4. And they're going to go here and here. 2 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. And they'll go right there. And then two little squares that are 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. Oops. And they'll go right here and right here. But they're going to be down the side of the box. So they'll be next to this. So we're going to put this. If it doesn't have a lined pattern, if it's just all over, you don't have to worry about that. But these are going to be hidden, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, and I'm going to get my seal, Stampin' seal, and closer. And 4th of July is this weekend. I made a tutorial to make a little strawberry box, which would be a really cute thing to bring if you're going to see a couple relatives. It fits a Ferrero Rocher or a couple of Hershey Kisses. If you wanted to bring that with you, you can go. It's in my, if you just look on my videos, it's in there. I'm hoping everybody had a nice Father's Day. This is a lot of little pieces on this one, but you really don't have to put them on the sides. If you don't, you can do just this part. That would cut down on the designer series paper use and the time. And it does take, this is the 6x6 designer series paper, so it does take a little less than 2 of the 6x6 squares. All right, now we need our tear and tape. And we're going to put it on the little sliver of a rectangle that we wedged a little bit out of at the bottom. We angled up. And we're going to put some tape on these two side pieces. I put one all the way closest to the score line and one down a little bit closest to the bottom. And then this, I believe, is going to be our top, but we'll wait on that one because I just want to make sure everything works out. All right. Okay, my battery died. But while my battery died, I was waiting for it to charge. I realized that these pieces here have to go straight up because they bend with this, yes, but then when you close the top, so I changed them where all the pieces that you put are up and down. But if you don't want to deal with that, just pick a random pattern. Okay. Also, this is going to be the flap that's going to close last. So that's going to be our front piece right here. So we're going to put some tear and tape on the back. This got stuck. Okay. And I'm going to put 2 on there. Alrighty. Alright. First we want to do this one. And this will close the box together. I'm going to put it like that. Put them together, okay? That gives us that. Well, now I'm going to push down the side ones, pull the back one up, and then take these off. And just make sure that it's squared up. Oops, there. Got a little piece off that I missed. Okay. Okay, now for the top, we're going to take these off. You know what? This one does not want to come out. There we go. Okay. So we're going to take this piece here, this edge, and make it square with this edge here. Okay. Go. And then the same on the other side. Alrighty. And there's your box. Now, you can see it's pretty big in there. You can fit a bunch of stuff in there. Alright. Now, the decoration stamping. Okay, I used Celebration of Tag stamp set. And I will show you on a scrap piece of paper. Oh, here we go. Now the stamp stamps 3 images, which I'm not 100%. I don't know if I love that. Okay, that's just a quick one. I don't know if I love that it stamps the 3 because I don't know that I would always do congratulations today and always and well hello at the same time. So I have a feeling, I'm just thinking I might cut those so I don't have to, I mean, you only have to ink up 1 at a time, but it's still kind of in the way. But the dies are very nice because they'll fit over 3. Like if it was the Christmas ones, yeah, I might use 3 different Christmas ones. Okay, so the die I like being together. It's just the stamps, since they're not really about the same subject, I might cut mine. Okay, well, I already stamped it and die cut it. And in this guy, I put a little Wink of Stella, and I think he made him a little blurry. So I'm not going to Wink of Stella him this time. All right, and we just need some dimensionals. I made a mistake on that side, so I just stamped on the other side of it. Okay, did it come off? No. There we go. Okay, and with the box closed, I'm just kind of gonna. Oh, maybe I can get it off. Gentle. Okay, I did it. All right, what I'm gonna do is sponge around the edges with the dauber and the same color, the Coastal Cabana. Just gives it a little bit more dimension, even though we're putting it on dimensionals. I just like it and just the plain white right now. Okay, there we go. Now I'll stick it back on there. Okay, and I'm going to use some of my rhinestones. And this time I think I'm going to use the blue ones because there's some blue in there. I'm going to put 1. 2. Oops, close that. 3 there, and then I think I'm going to just put 2 on the bottom. Okay, that's a little bit of a different look than that one with the blue. All right, and then instead of the Coastal Cabana sheer ribbon, or Pool Party, I think that's Pool Party sheer ribbon, I'm going to put some of the dotted polka dot tulle ribbon on it. I mean, you could just use it, but I would probably tie a bow and attach it there then, or something up here, just to give it, just put something in that space up there. And I'm just going to tie a knot. And there we go. Do we like that? Hey, I think this time, since I'm using the polka dot ribbon, which is a little more girlier, I am going to tie a bow. It flips around, but that's okay. It's a little too long. Okay. And there we go. And the finished box size is 4 by 3 by 1.5. Alrighty. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would love it if you would subscribe. Then you wouldn't miss any of my videos that come out. And you can purchase these items from the address at the top of the screen. That's purchasing from me, from Stampin' Up. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Bye.